This is a quick update on the review boards and COVID.
My name is James Phillips. I'm an attorney, and this video is for both my active current clients and also for my future clients. This is going to talk about some of the things that have changed recently with discharge upgrades, the boards for correction, and the way that they're working during COVID.
Feel free to contact me at my email address or text me. These are the issues that we're going to talk about today.
If you've done any research on the boards during COVID, you'll realize that the boards are a little bit slower these days. They already were a little bit slow beforehand, but this has really added a lot of additional time to the process. So when you initially file, one of the first things that happens is you file your paperwork and you wait for the board to come back and you wait for them to give you a docket number. This process has begun to take a little bit longer because of COVID and telecommuting by the board.
Let's talk about the board and the archives.
One of the things that the boards rely on is the National Archives, or all the different organizations that hold the different services records and the military records, and also the VA and the medical records that you might have. So the board initially gets your filing, and then what they try to do is get all those records together. And one of the things that's really slowed the process down is that the National Archives this year were closed for a period of time. They opened up in October of 2020 and then did a phased reopening, and then they closed back down on the 1st of November. And this next year in 2021, we expect them to be fully operational.
This is a closure message currently on the archives website.
So one of the things that's changed is we used to do boards, live boards up in DC with the different services. And so if you were asked to go testify or if the board deemed that they needed to hear from you, it would be a high expense to get your attorney there, to get you there, to get your witnesses there, but they demanded that you do the board in front of them live. This has changed under COVID. So there's been a real boon or a real benefit for the applicants now, because now you can go and do it telephonically with the boards, and you do a question and answer session, can have your attorney there, can have your witnesses there, and it actually allows us to present these cases easier, cheaper, and in a more efficient manner.
This is an example of a live board message you would get from the board.
As many of you know, there was a lawsuit last year that basically affected the board because it said that the board was being too slow. That was resolved during the year, and the boards are attempting now to move faster, even with the COVID issues that are out there. So there is an opportunity to do some things like ask for expedited hearings and some other things to get the board moving a little bit faster. And if you want to talk to me about that, you can. Finally, I hope this update helped you today understand why the process has been slower, but the hope in that it's going to get going back to the way it was before COVID, and we're going to get rid of this new normal and go back to the way things were. We want to keep those live boards though. So if you want to give me a call or you want to email me, my phone number is 931-217-7648. You can text me at that number or call me. You can also email me at jphillipslaw22@gmail.com. I appreciate it. Thank you today.